Here's how to group elements in Canva. When you have multiple objects on your page that you want to interact with all at once, as if they were one object, that would be easiest by grouping them together. So you can see here, I have this little script font that's on top of this portfolio font. So there's two different objects. I also have this little element up here on the eye. So I've got three different objects here. I need to select them all first. So if you're outside of your document or kind of outside of any element that you can accidentally click on, you can actually click and drag over the top of those to select them. The way that I probably use the most is holding the shift key while I click on each object. Now, if they're very overlapping, that can be hard to do. I'll show you in the layers panel how you can select objects too. But I held shift, I clicked on each, and I've got them all selected. There should be a little dialog box that pops up, and one of the first options is to group. If you don't see that, then you can right click and then go down and find group right here. And I suggest learning the shortcut key. It's pretty easy. It's just Command G on a Mac, or on Windows, it's going to be Control G. So we click on that, and these items are grouped together. So now instead of moving separately, I can click and move these items around all together. I can scale and resize them, and they all scale and resize together. You can double click on the group to get in there and start to edit text. So I can still edit the text that's in here, or edit the positioning of the elements and everything. But if you're having trouble with it and you want to ungroup them for some reason, then you can just click on that group again, and you should see that ungroup button, or right click and go down to ungroup. We should see ungroup somewhere in here, but I might have missed my element. So we'll just right click and there's ungroup. If it wasn't on the last menu, I don't know. But there's ungroup, so we can ungroup them all. Now, there is a layers panel. So if we go to layer in that right click and we go down to show layers, then we see this layers panel over here, and we can actually see that I seem to have missed this one. So it's not a part of the group, but this guy down here is a part of the group. I probably just, accidentally separated this text out, it looks like. But if I undo, I've got them all back in the group. So this group here is like a single layer element. And so I can move that around forward and backward in my layers panel. I can click on the three dots and get that sort of that same right click drop down menu where I can go ungroup them. If you select anything out here, it's going to select that element on your page. So if you have a bunch of overlapping stuff, you might want to come over here and hold shift to select your different elements, or actually you're going to hold command over here to select different elements. Or if you're on Mac, or I'm sorry, if you're on Windows, you're going to hold control to select individual elements here in the layers panel. Now, if you hold shift, what it's going to do is select everything between your first and last click. So if I have this portfolio one selected and I want to select everything down to here, then I would hold shift, click, and it selects everything in between. That's kind of the difference in the layers panel versus just clicking on objects out here where you do just hold shift to select each individually. But basically, whether it's in the layers panel or out here, it's pretty easy to right click, group, or ungroup objects and elements in Canva.